Oh, hey guys, what's going on? It's In the Gym with Team MassiveJoes! USA style, baby. Training some delts at Fit Nation Gym, Los Angeles, California, United States. Training with my brother in iron, my swole brother, my other brother from another mother. MassiveJoe's national sales manager, Steve Mills, also known as Neve.
This is probably the coolest gym that you and I trained at when we were in America, Joseph.
Neve, I would go so far as to say probably, possibly, almost definitely one of the best gyms we have trained at thus far.
Well, the way that all the machines are set up, it was definitely the tidiest gym.
Yeah.
The open light, the open plan.
Yeah.
A lot of, there was, as you can see when you showed before,
Yeah.
all the sides were all open.
Yeah.
Like the roll doors were all open. It was all open, natural light let in.
Gym was clean.
Gym was real clean. And everything was all, obviously, as you can see, everything's all yellow. Yellow, black, and then brickwork.
Was there brown in there? I'm colorblind. You know I'm not good with this shit.
There was no brown. There was brown on the timber and the sort of the brickwork.
Anyway, the decor was very nice, but more important than the decor, the equipment. Yeah. Comprehensive, man.
They had a bit of strive, they had a bit of hammer strength, they had a bit of side back. They had pretty much everything.
They had a bit of everything, and like multiple of machines. Not like one of each machine, like multiple of machines.
Well, even on the hammer strength, they had like the hammer strength decline, hammer strength incline, hammer strength flat.
Yeah.
That weird hammer strength.
Oh, the room is.
Yeah, that's the casting.
I think I thought that was like a group fitness room. I got up there, next minute, casting couch.
Yeah. Luckily, the naked women had cleared out beforehand.
That's it. So we started this workout off. Well, before we started this workout, we got our pre-workout supplements on deck, man.
We did. Well, I forgot my shaker, so I had to mix it all in my mouth.
You did. We're training on that core stack, Core Fury Extreme, Core Pump, Core ABC, Creation Supplements, Alka Pure, in the house.
May as well be sponsored by Core, mate.
Also known as the Extreme Pump Stack.
Yeah.
For maximum gains.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, yeah, with the delt workout, we start off with the side lateral raises.
Yeah, so this is, you guys are about to get educated on some pretty unique deltoid training tips right here. So we started off with this particular machine. Now, you don't have to use the lateral raise machine if your gym doesn't have one. You can do exactly what we're doing with dumbbells if you prefer. But this gym happened to have one of the coolest lat raise machines we have seen thus far.
I do prefer to use this machine rather than using free weights, though.
Well, it allows you to focus on the delt.
Because I can focus on the delts, and it sort of takes my traps out of it a lot more. And then, obviously, once you start going a bit heavy, because you're resting on that front pad, you're not using the body English, and you're not bringing the lower back into it and the back. And
psychologically, it allows you to isolate the delts a lot more.
Yeah.
So we started off, we did 5 sets of 20 reps. Nothing to failure, just to kind of pre-exhaust the delts. And then we got into 3 working sets. And what you're about to see here, this is the first working set. So we picked a weight, we went to failure, and then when we reached failure, we force out 5 reps with the help of the spotter. And what you're seeing right now is Nevos is doing staggered negative reps, Nevos.
Yes. So as you can also see, the forearm veins are pumping out.
It's that Core Extreme Pump Stack right there, man.
It was.
That's it.
But yeah, so we did these staggered. So as you'll see here, we did a lot of different intensifying techniques. I mean, generally, people would just do force reps. But as you see, then we did negatives, staggered negatives. Then we did just normal negatives, and then you'll see we also on this next one did a few bottom rep partials.
Yeah, so this is the last set, and the thing with the staggered negatives I'll point out in particular, because it is a really good intensifying technique, is you want to pick 4 or 5 staggered points where, although it is part of the negative rep, you're actually applying positive force. So I want you guys to pay close attention when Nevos does actually hit them staggered negatives as to how he's actually doing them. So he's reaching failure now.
So these we're
about to force out some positive reps. So we're forcing. There we go. And now he's going to start hitting some negatives.
So as soon as I can't get any more.
Okay. Position 1, down. Position 2, down. Position 3, down. Position 4, down. So they're staggered. It's not a constant fighting negative. They're actually staggered at each position. And in each position, you want to try and lift the weight, right?
Yeah.
To get it to pause at each position.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
So you don't want it to drop any further. You are putting that extra force against it.
So we did that 3 times, and now you got your constant tension negatives.
Yeah, so now here, obviously, you're not stopping at those different... But by this stage, your delts are shot. So there's no real way, as you can see, it's pretty much in free fall.
And then, if that wasn't enough, finish off with 20 bottom half partial reps.
Yeah.
Just to completely the delts.
This is just to completely and then put any last little bit of blood that wasn't in the delts back into the delts.
And then we moved on to some rear delt pec deck flies.
Yeah.
Or rear delt machine flies.
So as you can see, and obviously watching most of our shoulder workouts, is you'll see that make sure that we hit all three heads of the delt.
Yeah.
So anterior, posterior, and lateral head of the delt.
Or I would go front, medial, and rear.
Well, if you're not educated,
front, side, and rear is probably the best way.
If you're not educated,
no one needs to use big fucking scientific words, man. We know what's up. Front delt, middle delt, rear fucking delt,
or back delt. So yeah. So anyway, as you can see with Joe here, what you're doing is you want to set the seat position so that your elbows are up nice and high.
Yeah. That's probably the biggest mistake that people make when they hit rear delts is they drop their elbows down towards their waist
Which is also going to bring in too much back.
Too many lats. Too much lats. Too much rhomboids. Too much traps. Keep them elbows high, man. Keep the tension in the rear delt for maximum rear delt gains.
As well, I think there's another problem that a lot of people do as well, and also even if you're using free weight dumbbells, is that people try and use too much weight.
Yeah.
The rear delt is a very small muscle.
It's a tiny muscle. And not a very powerful muscle.
Yeah. So when
most people is overpowered by their back.
So so that's the thing is when people are grabbing the bloody, I don't know, let's say
40 kilo dumbbells.
40 kilo dumbbells.
Swinging them bitches like Ronnie Coleman. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight, baby.
Obviously, you will be recruiting a little bit of rear delt, but your back's going to be doing the majority of the work.
Primarily a back movement. So we did our first set, 12, 15 reps. Typical Team MassiveJoe style. The second set with the rest pause. And what you guys just saw there was the third and final set with a double drop set in his bitch.
Yeah. So this is one of the coolest machines that I've ever used for shoulders.
Yeah.
Because it was heavy. It was heavy as shit.
It was a lot heavier than it looks.
I mean, the hammer strength plates here, or the hammer strength machines in a general gym or even here in Adelaide.
Yeah.
I mean, I can put 3 plates on, 345s or 320s, whatever way you want to look at it, and I can throw them around for like 12 reps. But here, as you can see, I've only got one wheel on there, and I'm
well, the difference with this is it's not counterbalanced.
Yeah.
So if you actually don't have any weight on there at all, it's like lifting probably 25 kilos or 50 pounds in each hand.
Yeah.
And then when you go and start adding weight, you're adding to that 50 pounds.
And it's not just that fixed motion either.
Yeah.
It's coming up and in, as you can see.
Up and in. It simulates a dumbbell shoulder press.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys just saw the second set there, the rest pause set, and then you got the final set here. Neve's about to hit that drop set. And I got to say, Neve's moving that light weight like bags of feathers, baby.
God, we got to use fake plates here, couldn't we?
It doesn't look very impressive. That's why I said move that lightweight.
Yeah,
like bags of feathers.
It's definitely a lightweight.
You want it to move like bags of feathers?
So then what we did is, obviously we just did a drop set here.
Yeah.
So pretty much the main idea of this workout was not just to throw around heaps of heavy weight.
Yeah.
It was more about the intensifying techniques and burning the delts out.
Well, generally speaking, this is how I train delts most of the time, is I will hit all other heads of the delt and then hit front delts last.
Yeah.
Well, we hit them third. So we've already hit middle delt and rear delt. I would actually probably do another middle delt, another rear delt, and then do a press last.
Yeah. So you can see, I did the drop set.
Yeah.
Did a slight rest pause for 10 seconds. I don't know if that was 10 seconds. It was Neve's 10 seconds.
And look at them super slow negs.
Did the slow negatives and then did the partials. So very similar to what we did with the side lat raise.
Yeah.
Or on the knee saw. He's playing.
Another rest pause.
Jeez, what
Nevosh.
Look at the arms aren't looking.
Mate, that Core Nutritionals Extreme Pump Stack.
The arms are not looking big.
Where do I get myself some of that?
But they're looking like. They're looking like Mark Lowliners.
They're looking shredded, mate.
Maybe not Mark Lowliner.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Who is this imposter and what has he done with Neve?
You just kept telling me to do shit. So doing more negatives.
Nevos usually doesn't even go to failure, calls it a set. You've gone bloody past failure 5 times on this particular movement.
I normally keep 1 or 2 in the tank.
Unbelievable. And then we moved on to these here barbell upright rows. Nothing special here, man. With the upright rows, you're gonna hit all heads of the delt. You're gonna hit front, you're gonna hit medial, you're gonna hit rear delt. You're also gonna hit a bit of traps and a bit of rhomboids. You can actually see with that camera angle, the traps and rhomboids coming into play. So it's a really good overall shoulder movement. One of my favorites.
Well, generally we'll always hit traps after shoulder day anyway.
Yeah.
So as you saw from those side lat raises, you would have used a bit of trap on that as well.
Oh yeah.
And then obviously using a fair bit of trap as well with those upright rows.
And just to smash traps, we finished off with these here standing dumbbell shrugs.
Yeah.
I was actually going to say trap raises.
Trap raises. Well, they are trap raises, really.
Let's call them trap raises. That's a new Team MassiveJoes term. Trap raises.
By this stage, they were wanting us to get out of the gym, weren't they?
Well, they were pretty close. But we said, it. We're going to make ourselves some gains.
I really went for the fucking rest pauses today.
You did. And while you're going for those rest pauses, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Stay up to date with all the latest editions of In the Gym with Team MassiveJoes and all the other deliciousness on our YouTube channel. Where we're coming to and from, Neve.
MassiveJoes.com.
Stay